All right, what's up, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam. Let's preview the Sweet 16 matchup we have between Miami, Florida versus Houston. Pretty great game we have going on here. Sweet 16 going to be played on Friday, March 24th. Houston, obviously being the number 1 seed, playing against Miami, Florida, who is the 5th seed. What I'm going to be doing is using OddsJam to line shop to see where we can find some value. Completely free to do this. So for those of you that also want to line shop, see where you can find value, just go to oddsjam.com, sports, March Madness, and it'll take you to the screen you see here. Before I get into it, I would appreciate for those of you watching if you could like, comment, and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. And then if you want, hit me up on social media. You can at my Twitter handle you see on the screen here, Jedi Modi. A link to it is in the description as well. So for this game, Houston is here after they're down at halftime against Auburn and then just beat the doors off of them in the second half. Defensively was an incredibly impressive showing for Houston in the second half. Auburn, obviously, they also had a lot of issues shooting the ball. When they were able to find open shots, they would just miss them, and they also couldn't make anything at the free throw line. But very impressive performance from Houston. Miami is here after beating Indiana in the second round, was up a decent amount at halftime. Indiana came back a little bit, and then Miami pulled away at the end. So should be a pretty good game here. Obviously, no surprise that Houston is the pretty heavy favorite. Their moneyline odds are best offered on BetMGM at minus 275. On the Miami side, the moneyline odds are best offered at plus 255, and this would be at DraftKings and at BetRivers. But when you are positive expected value betting, when you're line shopping, you obviously want to find some value. And what I like to do, and obviously I recommend everybody else do this, is first, you want to identify the sharp sportsbooks. So we have Pinnacle, BetOnline, and Circa. If you click this button here, this little show no vig odds button, what it does is it removes the vig from where these sportsbooks are pricing a play at, gives you the true line of what they think of a market. And the goal is to get better odds than the true line. So if we click this button, we see that Pinnacle has their no vig odds at plus 247, BetOnline at plus 263, and Circa at plus 241. So there actually is decent value on Miami moneyline at plus 255. It beats the no vig odds of both Circa and Pinnacle. Not BetOnline, but 2 out of 3 is pretty good. And that's all we're trying to do, is just find value. Looking at the spread is kind of funny. There's actually more value on Houston at minus 6.5. So Houston spread, you can get this at minus 110 odds at both BetMGM and PointsBet. Now, Circa also prices this at Houston minus 6.5, but look at BetOnline and look at Pinnacle. They both price this at Houston minus 7, so a half point better than what you can get on the other sportsbooks. And looking at the matchup, I was worried about the injury to Marcus Sasser. He got hurt in their conference tournament play for Houston. And then he seemed to tweak it again in Houston's first round game as well. But he returned against Auburn and he looked good. And I expect him to be able to play without really any injury hesitations in this one. So we are going to ride with Houston minus 6.5 in this one as our official play. Like I said, there is a little bit of value on the money line, which I know is probably confusing for people. But all we're doing is we're looking at the markets and we're having the markets tell us where the value is and what the plays are. So there is some value on the Miami money line, but there's also value on the Houston spread. And for all of these betting previews, these game previews, I have been giving my official pick against the spread. So we're going to ride with Houston minus 6.5, minus 110 odds at BetMGM and PointsBet. And that's going to be it. So if you're tailing me on this, if you're riding, comment and let me know. Other than that, appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on social media. Enjoy the games and have a good one.